There are many different criteria that we look for in the Purus Espanol horse here at Villeneuve, just like the breed we've evolved too, in terms of our personal aims and in what we want to produce here. Always important, no matter what the changes are, we're looking for a great character. That's to say, a horse that has a really good heart, it's really trainable, it's easy, but it has got that still true Spanish spirit that the breed is known for. Excellent movements, of course, but ones that again are traditional. If the horses are to compete in dressage against other breeds, the paces must be really good, but ones that shine out in the dressage arenas. Good morphology, of course, is absolutely essential for soundness to give the horse a long, useful life in whatever they go on to do, whether it's competition or just for leisure. Physical faults can restrict the future use of the horse. We want them to have a long life in their new homes. So it's really important that we avoid reproductive stock, both the mares and the stallions, that have any undesirable conformation faults. To us, the origins are extremely important. The breeds evolved, and then there are now almost two distinctive types being bred. The traditional horse, in so much as to say what people expect when they think of the Purus Espanol, and the sport type, obviously much taller than the traditional type, more like the warm bloods. We're really passionate to keep to the old traditional bloodlines that give us that more traditional type. But of course, when I say we've evolved, I think the heights have increased, even in the traditional types, but not to an extreme level, and certainly not in our horses that we're breeding. We like to handle our foals from birth, and we have a great relationship with our mares, so they don't mind us being around their foals from the beginning. We don't begin to ride the horses before they're at least 4 years old, because physically and often mentally they're not mature enough to work under saddle. There is a lot of work on the ground that can be done in preparation for this, and we're really lucky because we like to take advantage of the great surroundings and the countryside that we've got. Walking the horses out in hand gives them lots to think about, and at the same time, it's enjoyable, it keeps us fit, nice weather, it's just great. Obviously, our horses are born into an environment that's surrounded by humans, but we want them to have also at the same time the normal life of a horse. So they've got freedom, turnout, they've got companionship of other horses and of all age groups. So there you can see a mixed herd group, the young foal and his older sister approaching. They're preparing for their future lives in the constraints of being horses. They're going to share their lives with humans, whatever they go on to do. We want their experiences to be pleasant ones, but with a structure that enables them to learn and to adapt to any new surroundings. If they've already got the good foundations that we can give to them, then they're more set up to do that. We don't show our horses morphologically. I'm not convinced it gives the best representation of good or better horses. An eye for a good horse is not something that can be learned. You know when the horse in front of you is good and when everything is correct. The competitions, people enjoy them. I'm not convinced that we or our horses would, but that's just our personal preference. We spent many years selecting our mares and our stallions, and we use them exclusively here. We do get a lot of requests for coverings for our stallions, but we like to keep it special, exclusive. It does minimize the risks to the stallions, and it means we can be a little bit more closed in what we choose to do. When we see the new foals arriving every year, we're just happy that we have fulfilled the aims that we began with. It's really rewarding to work with the young foals, to see them arriving, to be able to share in the experience, but to know that we're achieving and realizing the criteria that we set out with.